Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Patage Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 4 of Kishkindha Kanda. In the previous chapters, we saw seeing Rama and Lakshmana on the bank of Lake Pampa, Sugriva grew anxious, assuming them to be messengers of Vali who came to kill him. And then, seeing his anxiety, Hanuman consoled him, and Sugriva instructed Hanuman to go and have a word with those two strangers. Hanuman, as per the instructions of Sugriva, the guise of an ascetic, and then approached Rama and Lakshmana, and with gentle voice spoke to them initially uh, explaining their greatness, explaining their brilliant appearance, and then finally slowly introduced Sugriva and himself. And on seeing their facial expression, he found that they are friendly to approach. But then Lakshmana also told him they came here searching for Sugriva, and as per the words of Sugriva and Hanuman, they would like to go accordingly to develop a friendly relation with them. Listening to the Lakshmana's courteous words and marking the feeling of goodwill towards his master, Hanuman, deeming Rama would be willing to assist him, joyfully reflected that Sugriva's triumph was already assured. He thought undoubtedly the magnanimous Sugriva will not fail to regain his kingdom, for there is one who will enable him to accomplish his design. Then the holy, delighted, and eloquent Hanuman, the foremost of monkeys, said to Rama, "What brings you with your younger brother to this perilous and inaccessible forest?" On this inquiry, Lakshmana, prompted by his brother, related the history of Rama, the son of Dasharatha, to him. There was a king named Dasharatha who was illustrious, fixed in his duty, and according to the law, the protector of the four Varnas. Without enemy, he himself hating none, he appeared to all living beings to be a second Brahma, the firstborn son of Dasharatha, who possessed every eloquent quality, every excellent quality, the refuge of all, endowed with royal virtues and of great majesty, was banished from his dominion and obedient to the behest of his father has come to dwell in the forest, submitting to the paternal decree. He was followed by his consort Sita as a glorious sun by the sunset glow at the evening. My name is Lakshmana. I, who am inferior to him in every respect, am his brother and accompany him as his servant. This dutiful prince, who is ever mindful of what should be done, is extremely learned, and this hero, who spends his life in promoting the welfare of all beings, who is worthy of happiness and honor, deprived of supreme power, passes his days in the forest. A Titan who was able to change his form at will carried off his consort. She being alone and her abductor is unknown to us. If you observe the way Lakshmana is putting forth his introduction as well as the introduction of Rama and compare this with the way Sita introduced herself and her consort in front of Ravana, because if you observe, even Ravana was also in the guise of an ascetic, which is a honorable garb. But of course, Ravana came there with an evil intention, whereas Hanuman here too came with a similar kind of a garb, whereas he came with a good intention. But Sita, out of her feminine capabilities, feminine nature, she trusted that ascetic and divulged everything in a fine, greater details to him. Whereas Lakshmana, being always suspicious, true to his male character, masculine character, so he put forth only that much which is necessary. Initially, he just told that they came there for the purpose of developing. They came there knowing about Sugriva, and as per the information, as per the intention, as per the interest of Sugriva, they would like to go ahead with it. If Sugriva wants to be the friend, then we are ready to develop the friendship. He directly did not make any friendly proposal, but Hanuman assumed that they are ready to be friends. And then when he inquired further, Lakshmana only told that much, which is sufficient for a stranger like Hanuman standing in front of him. Over a period of time, as the friendship get closer and closer, he would divulge more and more details to his friend, and not in the beginning when he is still a new friend. The son of Diti, Danu, that is basically Kabanda, who through a curse had been forced to assume the form of a titan, imported the name of Sugriva, the king of the monkeys, to us. Now I have answered your inquiries fully in all sincerity. Rama and I both seek the help of Sugriva, the distributor of all wealth, he who has reached the peak of glory and was formerly the guardian of the world, has come to seek Sugriva's protection. If you observe here, and even at this point, though they are trying to establish a friendly relation with Sugriva, he is mentioning that they came at the instruction of a titan who was with a curse. And they never told that they have actually cremated that titan, because those things can be easily assumed. Because they know the nature of the titan. A titan will never be able to help these great two brothers. So, probably, since he was with a titan with a curse, they must have killed him, and then he was released from his curse, and because of that reason he must have given some good advice for them to go and seek alliance of Sugriva. And all these things can be easily judged by a intelligent opponent, and that is what exactly is the beauty of Ramayana. While people are conversing, the son and that instructor of his people, who was devoted to his duty, of whom Sita was the daughter in law, Rama seeks the protection of Sugriva. Here, observe continuously when Lakshmana is mentioning that the Rama is seeking protection of Sugriva, doesn't mean that it is at the same level. Rama is seeking the resistance, Rama is seeking the friendship, Rama is seeking the protection of Sugriva, not as an inferior slave, but as a person with an equal might. The strong defender of the whole universe that was formerly his highway, my Guru Rama, whom you see here, has come to seek refuge with Sugriva, he under whose compassion all beings rest. Rama has come to appeal to the goodwill of the king of the Vanaras. It is the eldest son of King Dasharatha, who was endowed with every good attitude, and on this earth constantly showered honors on monarchs. Rama, renowned in the three worlds, who now seeks refuge in Sugriva, lord of monkeys. Rama, a victim of grief, overwhelmed with affliction, has come as a suppliant. It is for Sugriva, with the leaders of the monkey, the Vanara tribe, to show favor to him. Hearing Lakshmana uttering this appeal, his tears flowing the while, Hanuman graciously replied, observe here, while explaining that we came here for an assistance, at the same time, a real tear that is appearing in the eyes of a person shows that he is really genuine in his words. He is genuine in expressing. That is how exactly non-verbal communication goes with the verbal communication. We can observe the sync between the verbal and the non-verbal communications here. Hanuman graciously replied, such suppliants endowed with wisdom, who have mastered their anger and other passions, and whose fortune has led them to his presence, are worthy to be brought before that Indra of monkeys. He too is exiled from his kingdom and object of his brother's enmity, who has carried off his consort and after maltreating him cruelly, forced him to flee trembling to the forest. That offspring of Surya, Sugriva, will form a pact of friendship with you, and I shall accompany him in his search for Sita. This is how exactly Hanuman, a very careful, very intelligent counselor of Sugriva, he observed that Rama is in the deep problems and his consort was being carried away by an unknown demon, and then he divulged the information even his master Sugriva is also being ill treated by his brother, thrown out of the kingdom, with his wife being abducted by his own brother. So now Rama and Sugriva both having similar kind of a problem, having the same despair, and certainly they will going to be a friend in need, and certainly they will be friend indeed. Having spoken thus in a gentle and kindly tone, Hanuman said to Raghava in friendly accents, "Let us seek out Sugriva." At these words, the righteous Lakshmana bowed courteously to him and addressed the virtuous Raghava, saying, what this Vanara, born of the wind god, has gladly told us his master will carry out. It is here that your purpose will find fulfillment, O Rama. Goodness is painted on his countenance. That means Lakshmana also must have observed the facial expression of Hanuman. He speaks cheerfully and his words ring true, which shows the genuineness of both Hanuman as well as Lakshmana. Then that extremely intelligent son of Maruta, Hanuman, went away, taking the two heroes, the descendants of Raghu, with him, abandoning the guise of a mendicant and assuming the form of a Vanara, the great ape. Taking those two warriors on his shoulders, he departed. Thereafter, that intelligent son of Pavana, who was renowned among the Vanaras and endowed with great prowess, delighted to have accomplished his design, scaled the mountain with immense bounds, taking Rama and Lakshmana with him. Thus ended chapter 4 of Kishkindha Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puravasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Goodbye.